Is that it? Are you the nurse?
Touch it.
Yeah, I think it's the vaccine. It's a double dose. Oh, ow. Yeah. Could you be a little bit more careful next time? Oh, how about you? What are you gonna do?
Oh, that's Sebastian Maniscalco right there. Getting a little physical from his adorable 2-year-old son, Caruso.
Great name. He is here with us today. Please welcome Sebastian Maniscalco. Hey, my man. Looking good.
Coming in looking good. Good to see you. The physical went well. You're in good
Physical
health.
good. Everything's good. I got my shots and I'm
You're
ready
good
to go.
You're good to go. I enjoy following you, man, on social
Me too.
media. I mean, we're all big fans and stuff, but I love when you start incorporating the family and your posts and stuff. It's a great with little kids, but I know you were anxious to kind of get out of the house being cooped up for a while, right?
Yeah, 412 days. I love my family, but you know, it's time to go to work. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was cooking like I was running a hotel at the house.
Your breakfasts are amazing because I felt, give us some of your treats, your waffles. You have like a waffle
And the guy
tower.
who had the most Italian name ever.
Yeah,
He was like dripping with olive oil.
Who's
it was so
that guy?
Italian. I love that guy's name.
Di Bartolomeo.
That's it. Dominic Di Bartolomeo.
We need the whole thing.
I mean, like that the crew is acting as the crowd.
The crew is the crowd right here. We're getting
They're wild. They're wild for you.
Dominic Di
Sebastian.
Bartolomeo is the
That's
coolest
him.
name I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, no, he was great. Yeah, so I'm doing waffles, I'm doing eggs, omelets, French toast. I give my kids a plethora of choice. By the way, plethora, a new word, just picked it up.
Great word, isn't it?
And we had a ball, but I'm so glad to be back out on the road doing stand-up comedy again and making people laugh. But for the most part, I was just doing it from my house, like that video you just saw. I was like, what do? I got to make people laugh, so I started incorporating my kids.
Your son with the jabbing motion, a la
awesome.
Pulp Fiction, just giving you the shot is just great.
Nah, he's a brute. He's he walks around with his shirt off a lot, which, you know, being Italian, it's kind of standard. Yeah. And what I do with my son, I get him dressed every morning, and I put a little cologne behind his ear.
There you go.
Just to get him used to having his own scent.
I love it.
Ask
I
him
love
our
it.
thing, our new debate in Hollywood.
Well, you know, there's like this funky trend going on right now. Celebrities are being very, very vocal about not bathing.
Nobody's
like it's a
showering.
really cool thing.
They want to be smelly.
I'm not on that team.
Listen, I don't know. I'm showering at least 2-3 times a day.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
This is what I do. I shower for each event. So I showered for this, right?
Yes.
I'll go home, re-shower for a play date I got at 4:30 with my kids.
See?
So there's a shower attached to everything.
I'm with you right there. Because you got to feel awake. You got to feel refreshed
Yeah.
right there. Well, aside from going back on the road, exciting news. Talk about your new show on Discovery Plus. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. That came out of the pandemic. We, with Dominic and myself, we did
Please refer to him by the full name.
Dominic Di Bartolomeo. If I keep saying that, the show's going to be over by the time I get it out of my mouth.
It's like music.
Yeah, so we did a show, a Zoom show, a Sunday supper. We did it twice for charity, and it marries my two passions for comedy and food. We did 13 episodes about things I'm interested in the culinary arts. Had some great guests: Fortune Feimster, Maz Jobrani, Kirk Fox. Nancy Silverton from Moza, so it was great. It was
That's
a
awesome.
great
Let's
experience.
talk about your new best friend, Robert De Niro. So we loved you in The Irishman.
This is crazy.
This is
nuts.
insane. We need a full backstory on how this next thing transpires.
This is a movie now.
This is a movie.
You just said movie.
This is a movie. What? You start hanging out with them, you start talking like that. That's exactly
It's a
it.
movie.
This
It's
is
a
a
movie.
movie.
It's a movie. However, my family's Italian too, so I could a little
Exactly.
bit. Go on.
Yeah. So anyway, I do The Irishman with Robert De Niro. I write a movie. I co-write a movie loosely based on my life about my father. Basically, it's a love letter to my father.
That's awesome.
And we're like, who do we get to play my father? And I love De Niro, and he's got great comedic timing. He got the script. He enjoyed it. He read it. And this weekend, my father and De Niro are hanging out.
Get out of here.
Because De Niro wants to get the mannerisms right.
Method.
So, my father, I got video of my father and De Niro sitting down, and basically he's telling De Niro, this is what I would say here, this is what I would say.
He's coaching De Niro.
He's teaching him Sicilian. I go, what, Dad? What are you rewriting the script? So yeah, they're buddies now.
What a surreal moment right there, man.
Wait, think of all your accomplishments in your life that you've had. Is this the biggest moment for your dad? Have you finally now made it that he's having lunch with De Niro, studying him?
Yeah, when he called me up and he said, listen, me and Bob, I go, Bob? But yeah, it's a surreal moment. This is a guy we watched growing up, and now my father and him are going to do a Zoom call this week so they could talk more. So
what's Dad think?
Dad?
Yeah, what does Dad think?
Yeah.
about
Well, I mean, the Dad's like, am I getting a salary for this? You know, he's looking to get on the payroll. But my dad's really kind of taken, he's a little bit of a celebrity himself back home, and I know your father does this as well. My father goes out, he gives the credit card, and, oh, Maniscalco, your son, and he's always looking for a freebie.
You know, my dad's got 8x10s and 8x10s in the car.
Pictures of you, headshots.
Yes, headshots. Every liquor store in Chula Vista has got my thing on and my picture on it because he's getting hooked up. Swear to God.
That's my favorite.
The bank, everywhere in the neighborhood
Is it a
right
current
there.
one or like an old headshot?
I don't know. They're just headshots everywhere, and he signs them. I shouldn't put him on blast.
No,
Like he
it's the
signs,
best.
I was like, oh God, it's the
And
worst.
so your dad, he loves being the Maniscalco name, but now is he getting kind of his ego needs to be taken off? I mean, he's solo now with Bob De Niro.
Yeah, well now, he's riding this. He wants to come on tour with me and take notes about my material. So yeah, he was a beautician and now he's in entertainment. I don't know how that happened.
This is
awesome,
incredible
man.
right here.
All right, well, listen, stick around because when we come back, Sebastian is going to stick around and we're going to test out some wild new food trends.